So, I ultimately own my practice again. So I've owned more than one in two different states. But you're right. I think, there's a period of time in the middle of your career where, you know what, you've got to earn a living, you're taking care of your family, you've got kids. If you own a practice, you have to pay the practice off. You have to balance logistics decisions that are often financial with finding a way through dentistry that you enjoy and doing the things you enjoy. And I am definitely now in the phase of my career where I don't need to go to my office and practice dentistry to make a living anymore. And I gotta tell you, that's actually exponentially more fun than
Mhm.
you might imagine, right? It is like literally to not have that pressure there and to be able to go do the kind of dentistry I want and have honest conversations with patients without that, are they going to say yes kind of a pressure. Um, it's really so much more fun, and, so I'm glad I got here, and I think for a lot of us, Jennifer, you also it doesn't even have to be clinical practice, right? I mean, you can teach, whether that's at a dental school or like so many people we've talked about tonight who get on the circuit and become a KOL, and part of that is because you wanna learn it. There's no better way to learn it than to have to learn it at a level to teach it to somebody else, right? Um,
100%.
but it's also you know what? It's super fun to be able to spend time with other dentists. And if you teach them one pearl that makes life easier next week in their practice, it's a different kind of rewarding. Or like what you guys are doing with the podcast, right? It's like this is not only a way for you guys to have the conversations that are important to you and be with each other, but other people get to listen to it and go, "Oh my God, I'm not alone. That happens to me. I have those feelings." So there's so many different ways to find fulfillment in dentistry. And so you can kind of chart your own path, but it gets a lot easier to do that once you get out of the phase where you just got to earn a certain amount of money because I got to pay the note on the practice and the mortgage on my house, and I'm saving to put three kids through college. So yeah, I think we all have that life cycle, right? We all have that life cycle, just our own version of it.
Well said.
What about the part of life where you haven't saved enough to put two kids through college? Is that okay to continue to try and
Okay,
strive to?
this is a different live episode.
Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely, but you
this
hope
is
they were
part
really
two, is that
smart. They were
conversation
really
and
smart.
the buying big buildings part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is where Jeff talks about the
Yeah.
real estate
Hey,
investments.
the joking, all joking aside, the struggles are real throughout your entire career. They just become very, very different. And, let's just hope that when you're trying to fulfill those obligations, that you're having a damn good time doing it and you love what you do.
That would be the best thing ever, Chad. No question.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, well, one thing I do want to just kind of mention too, before we wrap up, is one of the things we get the gift of doing at Pankey, because we have a lot of dentists who are grateful for what they learned there, who actually donate money to the Pankey Foundation, is we use it to set up scholarships. And so lots and lots of scholarships for younger dentists who are wanting to start our curriculum. We have scholarships that let you take that first class at a 60% discount off of what you see on our website that the tuition is. We have lots of other name scholarships that give people $1,000 off or $2,000 off. It's super simple. So, if you're thinking about joining and you're younger and you're still trying to practice all those financial things we just talked about, including maybe your student loans, um, we may have a solution for you thanks to the generosity of older dentists who took Pankey before and are just grateful for what they got, and they're trying to pay it forward.
That's
So,
so awesome.
that might be something worth checking out.
That's part of the culture too. I realized that when I was at the meeting. So we here would call that a BAD scholarship, which would be a broke ass dentist scholarship. However, I think you have a much nicer name for it, and I think people really do appreciate it. So,
Well, maybe I can donate and start the Jeff Horowitz Don't Do This Foundation.
yeah.
The Jeff Horowitz Don't Do This Scholarship.
So,
Maybe we change the whole Friday Fail thing to Don't do
Don't do this.
Hey,
That's a great idea, actually.
yeah. The
You
ask
know,
me how I know scholarship.
I think that this is a great moment to close on because there's a couple things that I want to say based upon what Jeff just said and what Dr. Brady just said. But anyhow, I want to first off thank you for being here tonight. I want to have everybody in the show notes. We will put the link to the Pankey Institute. I want everybody to look into Pankey. As far as the educational curriculums, you're the first one here. You did a hell of a job. So hey, thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
It's a lot of fun, and I would say I really enjoyed myself at the symposium a few years ago. Hope to get back there one day. It was a lot of fun and really noticed a culture. So thank you, and thank you for what you all do. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close. And I think Jeff brought up a great way to close. He said, "Don't do this." And I'm just going to say that we've got two people on the left side of the screen here that in different ways have learned from their mistakes or their dislikings. We've got Dr. Brady, who realized, hey, I don't really like dentistry, but damn it, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a way to love dentistry. And I have. And then we've got Jeff, who is just a fantastic clinician, and he cannot beat himself up over what happened, because the beauty of what happened to Jeff this week, although we don't know what it is that
We will.
something happened that wasn't supposed to happen in his practice, but he's turning it into a learning experience. Turn the negatives in life into a learning experience and learn to love what you do, because we all learn from our mistakes and our false steps. And, let's just use those to make ourselves better. And I just appreciate everybody for being here tonight, everybody for listening, and please look into the Pankey Institute. Everybody have a wonderful evening. And thank you for being here, Lee.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
so much. It was great having you.
Good night.